So the first exercise is a kneeling push-up with an alternating knee tuck. So start on your knees with your hands a little wider than your elbows. Do the kneeling push-up and then come up onto your toes and then tuck, tuck. Back to the knees, down, up, tuck, tuck. And you see you can either come down and up on your knees and then lift and tuck, or if you're strong enough, you can come from here and all the way up at the same time and then tuck, tuck. So that's the first one. Next one is the kettlebell swing. I'm sure you know how to do this one. Swing, 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 swing. Okay, that's the second one. Then you're back to the mat. Bicycle crunches, knees bent, lift up into a crunch position, opposite elbow to knee. It's important not to drop down, so stay upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice rapid pace, kicking the legs out, not too high. A little bit lower will help you engage your abs more, and keep it up in the center and rotating works your obliques. Next one, we're going to do the right arm bent over kettlebell row. So put your left foot in the front, lift up your right heel, push your hips back so your back is pretty flat, keeping your chest up, bring that elbow back, like you're bringing your elbow towards the base of your spine. So do the right arm, and then we're going to do squat jumps right after that. So feet shoulder width apart, boom, boom, just land nice and soft on the balls of your feet. Okay, 40 seconds of those. Then you're going to do the left arm kettlebell row. So left leg in the back, push the hips back, lean forwards, keep your chest up, bring that elbow towards the base of your spine. Then we're going to do another kettlebell swing, but this time with a calf raise. So as you drive the weight up, swing forwards, come up onto the balls of your feet. See how I'm shifting my hips, thrusting forwards. Next, on the ball, we're going to do an ab roll-up. So sit on top of the ball, walk forwards just till just below your tailbone is on the ball, or even just a little bit of your tailbone. But what you're going to do is put your fingertips behind your ears. You're going to push your hips forwards a bit so you stretch, and then as you sit up, push that ball back using your tailbone. Nice and slow, not too high. Keep it in your abs and not in your hips. So stretch, roll up, slow and controlled. Stretch, roll up. And as you can see, if you're doing it correctly, as you stretch and lift let the ball roll forwards a little bit, you'll see a little trembling, or you'll feel a little trembling too in your abdominals. And that's how you know you're totally isolating them. The next one is a kettlebell squat with the shoulder press and a tricep extension. So hold the kettlebell between your hands, feet a little wider than shoulder width, squat, press, and at the same time let your elbows come back, bend your elbows to 90 degrees, or arms to 90 degrees at the elbows. Bring it back to your chest, squat again. Push, triceps. Push, triceps. So squat with the kettlebell against your chest, and then as you stand, push your arms back and over your head, bend and straighten. Next one, using the ball, we're going to do lateral hops with a little rotation for the torso. So feet together, as you jump to the right, rotate to the right. Jump to the left, rotate to the left. So 40 seconds of those. Okay, next one is the hamstring curl using the ball. So I want you to put your legs on top, just above the ankles. Use your hands to stabilize you. You're going to lift your hips up, your butt off the floor, lifting up your hips and pulling your heels under your butt so you're clenching through the hamstrings. And then push out and almost touch the floor, but don't touch the floor because it will knock the ball out of position. So pull up and in, push out and almost to the floor. Pull up and in, here, push out and down. Pull up and in, push out and down. You can also feel that in your abs, so keep your belly button drawn in to maximize the benefit of working your core as well. Next one, butt kickers. You can even hold a kettlebell at your chest, and then 1, 2, just like you're kicking your butt on the balls of your feet. Lean forwards just a little bit to help you balance, and it helps you kick a little higher in the back because you're trying to work the hamstring muscles. Next, we're going to do a kneel-in ab tuck using the ball. Put your hips on top of the ball and walk out. And walk out until your knees are directly in front of the ball and you can grab the ball with your toes. Your wrists, elbows, and shoulders should be vertical in a nice straight line, okay? Then you're going to pull that ball up towards you by pulling your knees up and towards your chin, and then push back out. Pull under, push. Try not to push too far that you don't want to lower your hips to the floor. You just want to keep your belly button drawn in. Tuck, press, tuck, press, tuck, press. And then to dismount, just put your foot out in the front. It's a lot easier to get up off the floor from that position. And then reverse lunge with the front raise. Start with your feet hip width apart. So line up your feet with the hip bones, lunge back with the right leg, raise the ball overhead, lunge back with the left. So overhead, down, overhead, down. Just keep alternating legs, raising the ball up over the crown of your head. And then the last one, I'm going to demonstrate using my ab roller. And a couple of pointers here. What I like to do is when I push out, I try not to lift my legs and my feet off the floor. I try to just keep them on the floor. It helps me keep stable. And then the other thing is, as you're coming back in, you don't want to pull just with your legs. You want to try to pull under using more of your abdominals. So keep the belly button in, pull under. Belly button in, pull under, okay? So that's the whole circuit. Do your warm up. Do 40 seconds each of the circuits with a 20-second rest, or each of the exercises with a 20-second rest. Then when you get to the end, take a couple of minutes rest to recover, and then depending on how much time you've got, you can repeat the whole circuit again, or parts of it, a third of it, half of it, whatever you've got time for. And then just finish with your static stretches.